Hello, everyone. Let's talk about hobbies. What are some of the different hobbies you guys have besides RC vehicles? Okay. One of my hobbies is, as you might have seen some of my videos, I collect 80s paraphernalia, G.I. Joe, things like that. I don't only collect it, but I fix them, rebuild them. Design them, paint them, things like that. So I have fun messing around with them. Like this one here, I had four different guys. It's not perfect, but I had four different guys, and I rebuilt them. So I just put some different guys together, painted everything to match, and put myself together a Cobra Soldier. That's the head of the Cobra Soldier from 1982, and then chest plate and back plate from one of the Joes from 82, miscellaneous legs and crotch, and then the arms are from another Joe. But I mean, he went together pretty well. Again, I do have some more detailed paint sticks. If you're painting, I carry these at the store. They usually have this one's done down. They have a little tip on them like this, and you can do all the detail work. I need to grab some more of those so I can better finally do some of the painting, but also the cleanup, taking off some of the paint I might have messed up a little bit. But some of these guys, all the gold was tarnished off of him, and I touched all of that up on his headband, his necklace, his armband, his bracelet. Boots are always easy because most of them are all black, so those are easy to use. Now I use Testors paints. Sometimes I have to mix stuff together. Even use a little bit of Tamiya to hit the colors that I might need to get, because a lot of the guys that I'm doing are from the 80s, so the colors fade and they're not exactly perfect. So I mean, some of this stuff, his was totally off, and so I might get the figure, somebody might be worth, if they're completely clean and nicely, looking like this originally, $35. I can get them for, maybe 10. And then, I just touch them up. You wouldn't really even know that, I cleaned them up. I don't do everything 100% perfect because, they never were 100% perfect. But he was nothing, he was pretty ratty when I started with him. Some of the other guys that I've done, Cobra Commander, Buzzer. I could have done that little black there a little bit better, but kind of leave some of this stuff. These guys are dirty for a reason, but for their chest and touching up the silvers and the greens and stuff, that's that's something nicely done. Those are my Joes. Had some Bionic 6, if anybody remembers that cartoon. And I've been touching these guys up. And they're metal and plastic. That's easily dealt with. But again, those are 40 years old. So, cleaning them up perfect. I do a little bit at a time. It's nothing I sit down and do for, an extensive period of time. But it's a nice little part of my hobby that I do. Everybody has something different. You guys might have seen my G.I. Joes. I have some more. I'm adding some lights to the aircraft and to the ones on the shelf. I like adding a little bit of here and there, and then I add pieces and parts to the vehicles. I might start off with a $35 Dragonfly, and like I got another one coming in, and I already have some pieces, parts, and I can fix it up and have it looking like new for probably about, maybe have a whole $50 in the whole thing, and normally when they're completely done, they're worth about 150, maybe more, because I do already have another Wild Bill that I've accumulated. But yeah, let's hear what some of your other hobbies are. I'd like to discuss some of them. I definitely will be talking, RC stuff and different RC vehicles and things of that nature, and crawlers used and different things like that, and maybe even different aspects of the hobby. I have been doing this been in it since 1985, so I can, speak on this stuff a little bit. I've been in the midst of all of this stuff, learning all these different things. For my dad, might sound silly that, I was 10 years old, but, um, I was racing and I was going all across the U.S., doing train shows, selling, seeing tens of thousands of people every weekend, 30, 40,000 people, dealing in, large sums of money, selling trains and things like that. So I can tell you what dealing with, with people and the hobby and all different aspects like that, are. I've been in this stuff. I've lived it my entire life. So even prior to 85, because we were doing stuff, we were doing trains for about 5 years prior to that. So I've been doing this stuff since I was sat up on a table to sell Hot Wheels for $1. So, anyways, I'll let you guys go. Keep track of everything I've been putting out. I put out my used stuff changes from day to day. Honestly, I just went through a couple more yesterday, and but I'll have some more cool videos out, maybe some other builds that I'm doing and stuff. Thank you guys, and talk to you soon.